Hey, what's up everybody, it's SNipEz, and welcome to I almost said tutorial, but not really a tutorial, but building SouthLake. So, you might see something new. Here's what we are working on today. I actually gave a sneak preview of this on my Twitter, but yeah, we're actually working on the above ground highway that I've been talking about for so long. I found a good area for it, and you can kind of see the design we're going to be using. This is using court stairs for like the railings and everything, and a couple things I want to show you. So the last two parts before this, we were working on these buildings here, the Rockefeller buildings from New York City. Well, there's actually a couple things I did. Obviously you can see I've added a couple more buildings over here for decoration and trying to make it look like it fits in perfectly with the city. And so far this one's my favorite in the area, besides the Rockefeller buildings itself. I like this building a lot, just the design of it. It really looks modern, and I like modern. And then we have all this over here. Obviously, you can see parking lots, everything that you really need. But then one of my favorite things I added is this right here, behind the Rockefeller Center, or buildings, is you can see an ice skating rink. So I have a couple plans for this in the future, but as you can see here, we have all of this for like decoration, trying to make it look special. And I think what I want to do with this area back here at some point is have like a staircase going down, and then this connects to the subway system. So that's something I want to do with that. That will take a long time to get done, but that's one of the plans I have. Hopefully everything works out for that. Let's see, anything else I added? Oh yeah, there's one new building I added all the way over here, which took some time to build with using all glass. I really wish I had stained glass to use, but I don't. But yeah, I made this building right here. It's basically, yeah, using glass and white stained clay, I think is what it is, or maybe even just light gray, something like that. And the whole purpose of this was to kind of make it look, you know, with like different unique shapes and turns to it, and I think I did that. But yeah, that's really all that's different. Also the seating area here. I know some of you guys might get upset that I'm doing some stuff off camera, but some of this stuff takes hours and hours to make, so I kind of just build it on my own so I can get a good design, because sometimes it's hard to come up with a good design while you're building and talking at the same time, and sometimes I just want to relax. But yeah, let's get started on this. We have a lot to get done with this highway. One thing I kind of wish is I should have spread it out a little bit more, but I do like the design of it. I love the on-ramps. I love how modern it looks, which is something I kind of want, is like a modern design point. So here we go. Yeah, but I've been talking about adding a above ground highway for a long time, all the way back to Newfield City, which again, a lot of you guys know and ask all the time, like, how's Newfield coming along? How's this doing? How's that going? I actually haven't worked on Newfield in a long time. I actually need to now, since I can start expanding it, but I've been so busy with SouthLake, and SouthLake right now is my main priority for cities right now, mainly just because of this city is going to be a better city, and I love Newfield. I'm still going to work on it every now and then, but I'm not going to put as much time into into Newfield as I do to SouthLake, because SouthLake is something that you guys get to see. You guys get to see around 90% of what I do. It's also, again, a more realistic city for me. I'm trying to make it seem a lot more realistic and trying to make it more like a city feel, like with the underground, just like all that. To where with Newfield, I keep saying this, I can't do any of that like underground, like the highway right below us. We cannot be able to do that on I keep saying SouthLake, on Newfield, mainly because it's a regular flat map, so I'd be able to move it down, what, 2 blocks, which is not that great. And here comes the fun. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I just had soda, so I have like those hiccups again. I have those like in every video. I think a lot of it is because also talking so much kind of like causes that to happen. Like, hey, you need to take a breath, because I do talk pretty fast every now and then, which isn't on purpose. It's just me. I've actually gotten a lot better at slowing down while talking, though. Sometimes I realize I'm talking too fast, and I'll just calm down and try to get everything like to a certain pace. And also, the game is on open, on Xbox One, so I might start leaving the game on open all the time. Now, if you do join, you don't get to build. I'm sorry, I've spent too much time on this map to let anybody build, besides like friends I've known for, man, like 4 years. I mean, really the only friends that get to help are like Weeby Stranger, who, if you guys watch my videos constantly, you guys know who Weeby Stranger is, and I don't even let him build any buildings or anything. I build all the buildings myself, and then I will let him come in and help me with the roads and stuff like that, because I'm really picky like about how I want things to be laid out. And that's also another reason why I don't let people build. It's not because I don't like people, but I'm just very cautious about what I've done, because I've told this story a couple times in other series and stuff like this. But on my old city, Newfield, I never let anybody build, kind of like this one. I'm just very picky about it. And what happened was I decided one day, you know what, I'll make a backup of it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on open and see what happens. Because, people come in and they try to grief. And so I put it on open, anybody could build. And a lot of people were actually, most people were good. But there was the couple people that immediately came in and started griefing. And that's something that I knew would happen. And I had a lot of great friends and fans like send messages to people saying, hey, DMF Snipes or Minecraft Builder 92's city got griefed, we need help to like help rebuild it. Because those guys didn't know, the ones that were trying to help, they didn't know that I knew this would happen. And it's not that I don't trust people, but just like the small group of people that do try to grief, ruin it for everybody. And that's the sad thing, because I've always, like at the beginning of Minecraft, I tried to let people build with me. I've been griefed so many times, so I finally just like said, okay, look, I'm not gonna let people build. It's just, again, spend too much time on it to let somebody just come in and ruin it immediately. And this was mainly before, like as soon as Creative came out, like this happened. But again, I don't want to have to take a step back. So say if I was working on this and people were allowed to build, and all of a sudden I'm building the highway and then they're off over across the map destroying something else, and I save the map, I lost everything I've done. And so I don't want to have to deal with that, because it's just annoying. It takes so much more time out of my day to go back and fix all of it. So it just gets really annoying to keep going back and changing things. And that's why I'm so picky about it, I think, is because, again, the small group that does grief, I don't want to have to deal with them. And I understand, like, most people really do want to help me in a great way. They just want to be supportive and helpful, which I greatly appreciate the people that want to do that. But at the same time, it's just, again, the small portion of people who have ruined it for other people, that's just the bigger group. It's just like in real life, well, there's a lot of other things you could, there's a lot of things about this you could say that sound bad. But like, for example, I'm not trying to be racist or anything here, but for example, Muslims, a lot of people are afraid of the terrorists and stuff like that, and Muslims get a bad name in general because of it, which is not a good thing. But 99% of them are good. They're not going to do anything. They do their religion, yeah, whatever, that's their right. But then you have that small portion of those terrorists that don't like the United States that ruin it for everybody. So it's kind of the same thing like with real life as well, that people are afraid of the small portion, even though 99% of the people aren't bad. And it's just like that with not just Muslims or anybody, but just people in general, because like terrorists in general, bombers, killers in general, 1 out of 100 million could be that person. But 90% of those people are just gonna be just fine. And that's the thing that kind of just ruins it for everybody. It's like, you have those bad people out there that are like this. And I don't know, it's just, it sucks, but I hope you guys understand. Because like I said, I greatly appreciate that a lot of you guys want to help me, and you guys want to be supportive, and you just want to help in whatever way you can, even if it just means helping with the roads, just helping me finish a building. And I just don't like babysitting, and I don't want to have to worry about if I'm doing something, is somebody else doing something different, like behind my back and not me knowing. So that's a lot of the reason why, guys. So hopefully that like answers your question, just because I do like to let people join and like see around the city, because when you see something in your own eyes, like for example, if I wanted to get ideas for buildings and stuff like that, yeah, Google Maps is good. But if I just saw a picture of it and I just tried to build it off that, it's a little bit harder. But if I go into Google Maps and see it from my own eye, see it from different angles, the angles I want to see it from, it gives me a better perspective. It lets me get a little bit more inspiration from it. So it's one of those things to where you want to see it from your own angle, and that's why I let people join and not build, but just join, look around, like for the people who are in the game right now, Toxic Terror and Monster. And so they're in here. I know I've gotten messages from Monster asking to let him, like, if he wants me to let him build. Again, just talked about that for like 5 minutes on. Yeah, but people like to come onto the city to see different perspectives of things, because it's something you really need to do. Like all these videos of houses and stuff like that, great videos. I like watching those videos as well, along with other people. But at the same time, if I saw that same house for my own eyes from the angles I wanted to see it in, I would get so much more inspiration from it, because in videos it's kind of hard to see, because everybody has a different view on things, and sometimes you need to see it for yourself so you can see it through your eyes and not theirs. And that's kind of why I let people join, is so they can look around. They can look at the highway from a different perspective, the Rockefeller buildings, because even though I built those for you guys didn't see everything. It's the same thing with all the other houses and stuff like that. If you miss one thing, it can kind of be hard to remake it. And so again, why I let people build, it gives them better inspiration. It's also fun for them to be in my game, which actually I think it's a really cool thing that people get really happy that they're in my game. Like, even though I'm used to it, it's still like one of those really cool things, you know, because you have people that are enthusiastic about joining, and they're so happy when they do get to join. And again, that's kind of why it sucks that I can't let people build, because they get really sad and they think I don't like them because I'm not letting them build. But it's not true. Like I said, I'm not going to go on and on about this conversation because I already have. But okay, I think the highway's going to look pretty good. I actually like the stairs, the upside down stairs here, because it kind of makes it look like if it did rain, it would drain off perfectly. So I think that's good. We need to add support. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 6 blocks. So we'll come all the way over here. Trying to make sure I don't get the wrong. I want to make sure these are perfectly lined up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, and I think these are only 2 wide. We need cobblestone walls. Alright, and let's just do this. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. I'm probably going to have another pillar here in the center, because it looks like this might be, I don't know. Man, that looks huge from up here. Like, if you're driving, it looks so much bigger than this highway for some reason. So let's see. How did I do this? So this needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 5, and then that, maybe? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. I think we're getting it now. Okay, here's what I did. Aha! It's so nice when you finally figure things out, and like how you did it the first time. Makes things just a little bit easier. And pa-bam! Okay, so we got that done. Now we need to do the same thing over here. So this one needs to be perfectly in the center, which would be here. Okay. Boop, boop. Yeah, actually, you would be surprised how long it took me to come up with this pillar design. Like, you would think it'd be really easy, but it's not really that easy. At least to me, it wasn't, because I was trying to find something that would fit in with the, like with the main part of the highway, and like with the same design, like modern design to it. So trying to come up with a correct design for that was actually a lot harder than you would think. And I was like, I probably went through 15 to 20 designs trying to find a good one that I liked. And I know it seems obsessive, but man, that's just the person I am, and sometimes I really do hate it. So let's see. This one needs to be here, looks like. Why don't we just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the 9th block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That doesn't seem right. Why doesn't that seem right? Oh, I messed this one up. That's why. That's why that was so far off. I was like, this one does not look right. And it wasn't. That's why. So, okay. I just made it 1 block too wide on the side. It needs to be this way. Aha! We got it figured out. Happy I figured that out now. Luckily, it wasn't like something big, but still. Actually, I'm going to start using cobblestone walls more for design. Because I like how when you put them together, you can kind of see through them still. But it's still like a solid piece. And just something small like that can actually probably help with a good design. So you'll probably see me using cobblestone walls more for buildings. Glass panes, I'm actually going to be using those for a couple more different designs now. Because I went into a server on PC that I was invited to, and I looked around, and it was actually really cool. And one thing that I actually really enjoyed was, okay, this is right, was they had a big city, very, very realistic city. Like, imagine mine, like, if you even want to call mine realistic, imagine theirs like ×4 was how realistic theirs were. There was? What? I can't speak. That's how realistic their city was. There we go. A little bit easier to say it that way. But yeah, it was honestly just ridiculous with how realistic this place was. And it kind of shocked me because I really wish I would have made it to like where the roads have all the turn lanes and everything like that. Granted, on PC you have so much more space. Things are a lot easier because of world edit and stuff like that, which I really wish we can have world edit at some point because that would be awesome. So on this 1 block above, so it needs to be here, and this comes across. Is that how? Oh, did I mess up again? I did. Goodness gracious, what is going on with me? I am messing up like crazy. Oh, again, messed up. What is going on with me? I usually never mess up this much. I mess up a lot, but not this much. Okay, get rid of this. And I think I'm happy with the highway so far. I think it's a good location for it to where it's still close to the city. It's up above, but it's not too high up. That's one thing I actually worked on for a while was how high up do I want it to be? Because you do want it to be somewhat high up because it has to cross the river and do all this. And you also want to make sure it's not too low to where it's just like, what's the point of it? So I think I found a good design. It's around, I think 10 blocks up, somewhere around there. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. So it's on the 9th block up. So yeah, that's not too bad. Really simple, but it gets the job done. And I can still put buildings next to this, which is something I've been wanting to do, which is kind of the whole purpose of it. Because if you don't have everything like next to it, what's the point? And do I just fill this in with the rest? Like, do I just do that? I really wish I remembered my designs sometimes. Yep, just filled it in. Okay. Just gotta do the same thing over here now. And luckily, I think we're good on mistakes now. I probably just jinxed myself. I'm probably gonna make like 5 more mistakes in one go. Alright. So that's good. Put these here. Take some more night vision. And we have one more design to finish this off. Sorry guys, I have something caught in my throat. So I believe, yep, right under the stairs. So just put this here for a little bit extra support and design. You know, I think if Minecraft had an actual like physics, I think that would be actually a little bit more interesting. Because I've been playing a game a lot lately. You can ask a lot of my friends, like Weeby Stranger and everybody. I've been playing Kerbal Space Program a lot. Now Weeby Stranger and I have actually been playing Kerbal Space Program together. Because we actually, a lot of you guys, I'm really sorry guys. Okay, yeah, but a lot of you guys, I've talked about the Minecraft Life so much, which is my survival series, which I've been like kind of pushing for people to go watch. And a lot of people said, no, I like the Minecraft life because it had a comedy thing to it. I think is what people kind of miss. To where with Chaoscraft, it's mainly just been me for a while, just building stuff and not really collaborating with anybody. Well, I kind of fixed that the past week maybe, because Weeby Stranger and I, we actually live really close together. We know each other in real life, which is something you guys might not know. It's not really that important, but just something small. But he came over and we've been recording a lot for my second YouTube channel, which is called Safety Boost, which again, I preach that as well to a lot of you guys. But yeah, well, we have that, and we're going to try to build up Safety Boost for a not design, but just like another gaming channel that we've had this idea for a really long time, guys, that we've wanted to do something like this. So we're going to try to start recording more. We uploaded a Kerbal Space Program video, which I edited the video, and I actually think it was actually a really good video. It wasn't too long. It's only 10 minutes. I cut it down a lot. Like, I actually did a lot of editing on that video to where I cut out all the monotonous stuff, which means repetitive and boring stuff. So I did that because that was just kind of boring for you guys to watch you guys work. Like, watch us do the same stuff over and over again. So cut all that stuff out, which I think that kind of helped a little bit. So I think, do we want to add another pillar here? Because it is 3 wide. It's like the other ones. But that with the do I really even need one in the middle? That's something I'm not sure about, because I think I do, because it looks like it'd be a little bit too long to where it would drop a little bit. So we might keep these here in the middle. But yeah, but we uploaded a Kerbal Space Program video, which again, a lot of fun to play, and it's just a really addicting game because there's something about it. What's wrong here? Something doesn't seem right. I think this needs to be gone. And I've been playing that a lot, like while he's not here, and because we're trying to record a lot more. We've recorded maybe 5 videos so far, just for Safety Boost alone, not including Minecraft Life, or not Minecraft Life, Chaoscraft. So the next couple episodes of Chaoscraft, you'll see him in it, because again, we're trying to go for that again, because we understand a lot of people do miss the fun and having more people, you know, because that is something that videos are more entertaining when you have more than one person in them, mainly just because you can have a conversation, and people get into conversations a little bit more when there's more than one person. And I think some series require one person, but some also require more than one. So I think we're going to try to start recording a lot more Chaoscraft together, so that'll make things a little more entertaining for you guys, hopefully. We're at 23 minutes. Alright, after we finish up this pillar, we will call it quits for this part, because we've gotten a lot done. Talked about a lot of stuff, which is always a good thing. I like just relaxing and talking to you guys, because it's relaxing. And again, I might try to get Weeby Stranger into some of these videos at some point, just because you guys might enjoy it. Also, one thing I'm going to try to start up again is build time, which, if you don't know what build time is, it's where I take one fan and just talk to them for an hour. We build together, we just have fun. And that's something I'm going to try to start up again to see if people want that video in that series, because I think it's a good series. It's fun to sit down and talk with other people and just get a chance to know them. They get to know me, and just, it's a fun series, I think. So you guys should actually let me know in the comments if you guys want to see build time come back, or would you rather see other series like Hunger Games and stuff like along those lines, because I've been considering doing Hunger Games and stuff like that, because a lot of people like it. It again kind of gives you guys a chance to interact with me, play with me, and just have a good time, and vice versa for me to play with you guys as well, not just the other way around. We might keep this one like this. Kind of like this a little bit. And get rid of that one. Actually, I like that a lot. Okay, well, guys, we're probably going to call it quits for this part since we've gotten a lot done. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Next part, we might continue working on the highway. And by next part, you might see it expanded a little bit more. So, thank you for watching, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Again, let me know in the comments what you thought of these topics. What series you want to see, like build time. Do you want to see build time come back? And just, yeah, let me know, guys. And I'll talk to you guys later. And bye-bye.